So it's been absolutely hi guys, welcome to my channel. As I was saying, this is a mother and daughter bonding time holiday in Croatia, and it's been so phenomenal. Where we flied over here last weekend on Saturday of EasyJet company. We've flown over here on last weekend around 9:15, but the hotel is massive, and having the time of a holiday between being a mother and daughter, it's been the hotel experience. And this video is giving a tour of the hotel that we are in, because it's one of those biggest hotels in the whole entire planet, where it's a perfect see-through, fantastic windows, everything else. So it's really fantastic. I'm coming to this vlog in a minute because we got people in a restaurant and I can't take videos when people are in the background, so it had to be with no people in at all. So I will give you the tour to the restaurant where it is in a minute with no people in there. It's closing at 10, but it will be available later this afternoon, that sort of thing. So hopefully I will make you a really good tour around. So at the moment I will give you a slight preview of a tour around this hotel. I might give you just a quick tour of the restaurant quite quickly, briefly. But on this floor at the moment, it's all contained huge wound of space where it's lots of peace and quiet, sitting down areas, shops, things like that. So I'm going to take a lot of views from up and down and the seafront. So I hope you're going to enjoy. So I'm going to turn this around and I'm going to put it in. What I'm wearing is this. I've got this top, also named as a dress. Lots of different things. With my Spain trousers I got from Spain. And I'm wearing purple socks, and I'm wearing my new trainers, so that's what I'm wearing. And let's give you a tour to the hotel. Let's begin. So, as you can see, a big huge sitting area with a big huge seafront of the sea through these glass windows is so damn massive into this big area and all of this. So if I go into all of this, so this is a big huge area that is all of different sitting areas with the biggest see-through at the front all the way round. And if I just have a quick brief to the restaurant, that's the restaurant with the two double doors. Just give you a quick big brief. Quite quickly. This is the restaurant. This is the whole tiny restaurant. It's like help yourself service. So it's like a buffet service to help yourself in a great big massive restaurant like this. This is where we have our breakfast and our meals type of thing with the big huge seafronts. Is massive. So if we go back, open this great big door, and so too, all the way around to this room, they've got different floors for different things, and here's the shops as well in this place. From below, from the through, we got like a conference room right in the corner over there. We got a wellness room right at the corner below the stairs. A big huge sitting area that is massive. And these are the stairs that we're climbing on as well. So there's got a lot of good see-through type of thing. So that is the conference and wellness rooms from down here. As this floor has got the restaurant with a whole entire room. But it's so peaceful up here. You can see the seafront through the glass windows. It's lovely. So, if we come back through here, so that's the whole entire thing. Actually, this is our entertainment board for different nights that we are on. And that is the whole balcony that I show you from the restaurant to here. It's absolutely massive. And can you see that is the lake? And me and Mum has been walked all the way around the lake yesterday. So it was lovely. So coming back through here, this is a big, long, massive corridor. And the way you're going on to different floors, we have to go through elevators. So this is a big, huge corridor at the moment. And this room, as we just came down, this is the ground floor. Before I go through, this is a massive area. So we've got a sitting area, we've got the reception, and then we've got the other sides. As you can see, we've got however it's called, doors to come in, but they're quite stiff, so we have to manage that really. So that is where that great big room is. And if I just go behind here, another see-through through this window as well. Another really good see-through. And this is the whole entire front of the hotel itself. And it's really, really nice to come down over these streets into lovely areas. So this is at the front. That is the restaurant from the outside with a nice balcony. That is the lounge, but I will show you that. But this is the balcony. We can come up if we want to be outside. So that's the balcony to the lounge where I'm going to show you from the inside soon. And this is all the car parks. This is how we go through, get down to the beach and all the way round. And it's lovely. So this is the front. So it's a really good hotel actually. Also at the reception and different floors, they'll always have toilets. In Croatian, they call it toiletti, as English is toilets. But they call it toiletti because they got a different language. This area's got 2 elevators to go on the different floors and steps. I'm not very good in stairs because of my balance coordination, but it always helps me when I go up in the elevators. It helps me. This is a room where it comes through here, and this is the lounge bar that just shows you from the outside, and this is from the inside. As you can see through here, it's all about different rooms for different customers. So in here, I'm going to show you from the inside. So this is our coffee lounge from the whole entire inside. There's a bar, lots of sitting down areas. This is where in our entertainment as well. This is where we always have free drinks and free snacks that we can have here. They do late night snacks. So me and my mum always come in here to get snacks in here every time we want to have it in our rooms. And we just love to have it in here. It's a great way to welcome in guests, but it's also when you're here as well, you can help yourself how much as you like. And it's really nice. Plus they've got really good beers and hot chocolates and things like that. So it's really nice, and so that's why they provide all of that. So this is from the whole inside. As well, the balcony that I just showed you from the outside, but this is from the inside area. It's so lovely, and everything is so massive. I don't need to follow this along, but this is long corridors of different room numbers. And this room, and this is when, this is my mum's floor. So this room has got all the different rooms. That is the playroom, so just let me show you inside. So this is the playroom for all the kids to play. So we're actually on the floor right next to the games room. So all around it is for all the children to play. So isn't that nice? Now I'll show you my mum's room. It's lovely actually. Also again, lots of perfect sea views as well. This is our corridor as well, but you know where the room goes? It's like an arrow type of thing. So it's a bit like when you're going around. So this is a bit like a spiral going around through the corridors. As you can see, on the floor is our numbers. So when we don't know the number, it's always come from the carpet, so we can recognise which number we are. As well as the number is coming through the devices they have, and these are the logical devices to get into the doors, as well with the number exactly the same. So that was that one is. So that's what that one is. So the number is up to the devices, so we know which doors that we are. So this is the front, so this is our door. So I will show you a sample. We got a pass line to get into the door. So we put that onto the device, and then it just let us in. So this is mine and Mum's room. Really nice. So the first thing I will show you, this is the bathroom. I know this can be quite narrow and quite small, So this is our bathroom with just a shower, but I will get used to it. So that's the whole entire bathroom. Coming through, we got the master bedroom, so we're both there in the master bed. We got another bed down there as well, and we got a proper office desk, so we can do our paperwork. And this is one of the cupboards. We got our own safe, and I would lie down one day of my own. So things like that. So that is what our wardrobe is looked like, concluding, and hopefully I can have this one day. But we also got a fridge of our own, so we can put anything in it, our own food, our own drinks, things like that. So it's really nice to have our own fridge as well. So this is a master bed that me and Mum both do. We both like 2 pillows. And this is a proper office desk, so we can do our paperwork. We've got another bed as well. Big world television. And this is our balcony. So kind of see we got 2 steps to come through. And then we've got the whole entire space around here. And this is our balcony. And this is our balcony, and it's lovely. Another one seafront as well. Really fantastic. So they go all different views of the seafronts. And so this is our balcony. Now from down here, if you can see, that is our swimming pool. So we can swim. My difference is, what's the difference to a lake and a swimming pool to having salt water in? But kind of see around the islands, there's lots of houses and villages that me and Mum has gone through. So we've been the whole day around, and it's lovely. They've got different seafronts and things like that. So as you can see where the pool is, it's fantastic. The weather is a little bit of rain, but it's going to be lovely later on. So that is our seafront. And that is our balcony. So it's really, really lovely. So that is our room at the moment. And it's coming through the fire exits as well. So lots of different fire exits in between. So we always follow the signs, where there are different numbers to different rooms. So we always have to follow these signs. So every time we get lost, we've got signs everywhere so that we don't have to be. And every single floor, they've got 2 different elevators. So we've got 2 elevators in the reception, and another elevator at the end of the reception. And every single floor, we always have elevators or stairs. But according to me and Mum's condition, with our balance, we use elevators. And it's getting in there quite quickly. It's a good exercise, but we just need to be careful with our balance connection. So that is everything on the floors. So I'm going back where I have been filmed, but hopefully I will show you the conference room and the wireless. These elevators are so that small, And this is the exactly, it holds 630 people. Amazing. So we're coming back onto the ground floor of the reception. So I will see you in a few. Yeah, so this elevator holds 630 people in this elevator of 8. So we always have certain rules and politics and everything else. So again, another see-through. This is absolutely lovely. So now I just came down from the Now we came down from this big huge stairs. So it came down off these stairs. But I don't know what the rules are, so it's always quite understandable. Okay, now I can show you these rooms. This is the confidence room, where they have different things. But basically through here is a big huge conference room and they have meetings and things like that. It's so damn massive. So it's lovely. So coming through here, as I can show you, everywhere is it's really, really huge. So we've got sitting down areas. Again, toilets. Every single floor we have toilets. Except for rooms for other customers, but we do have toilets on every single floor, even if it's by in a reception or the carpenter's room. So they have certain floors where you can go to the toilets. This is the wireless room. Hope it will be open today. It's locked at the moment, but I will show you from the inside. So that is all the way down here. Well, if I go onto this, now this is a massive balcony here as well. So I've got different see-throughs, different massive balconies. It's so that nice. So if I come out, so that's the whole entire thing. I can't go around it, but they got ways to get onto. That is another balcony up here. And as you can see, all the entire thing, another see-through as well, but everything is absolutely massive. So there's the conference room from the outside. This building is going around the whole building itself. So that's what that is. So everything here is absolutely massive the way it is. So it's absolutely incredible. So let's go back upstairs. So from climbing these stairs can be nerve-wracking, but it's good for us. But sometimes with people like me and Mum always losing their balance connection, coordination type of thing, and it's not really nice. So with these steps, sometimes it's good for most people, but most people it's not good for most common people. So I'm going to give you one quick preview of the restaurant. Hopefully there will be no people. So here, this is a massive restaurant. No people in this time. So just massive restaurants. Like I said before with our meals, things like that. So Yeah, so everything here is fantastic with no people. So if I go around, now I'm not going to say anything this time. So that is all of that side of the restaurant and all of this side as well, and a massive seafront as well. So that is what all that restaurant is. So that is basically what the tour of the hotel is. So from showing you the conference and the wireless floor underneath, from up above is the restaurant, and then up above that is the coffee, the lounge bar up above. So I already showed you those rooms already. I showed you where the shops are, and I showed you my mum's room. So those are the main rooms that I just showed you guys, and it showed me about exploring. So I know which floors are which. So type of thing. I think the question that you want me to ask what the difference is, that the difference is that in this restaurant you have meals, but the only thing is we can't take anything from the restaurant, but when you're in the lounge bar you can. That's why, as me and mum haven't been here before, they do have rules and politics and obligations and rules, and that is they serve free food and free drinks at the lounge bar, and they allow to take that up, and they allow to take they allow us to take them to our rooms for free of charge. As the restaurant, we can't take anything at all. I did mistake of doing and undoing when I was trying to take something, but then I returned it back. It was a bowl of food, type of thing, but I returned their bowl back to them because having these rules is something that we learned. From with our learning, I learned that you can make tea here. So they will have ingredients they have from the plants to make tea as they are. So as iced tea is so popular, it's a drink I always drink a lot here now. There is other drinks I can drink of, but one of the most common and most popular drinks they do is tea, because they make tea as they got ingredients to make tea here out of trees. I think there's different trees of all way round to get ingredients from to make them. So any tea that you have in your houses, like any different types of teas or herbal teas or iced teas or anything else, they make it in Croatia where me and mum are, and it's really fascinating in between. But the only thing is, we don't have factories or museums to make these, but they have shops to sell ingredients, so you can buy them, so you can buy ingredients, so you can make your own tea for the first time from this country. This is also I found out that I learned there's all fascinating innovated in China, and they do it so many countries as well, in Croatia as well. So that's one thing I have learned here that is so that common. And the more I drink iced tea, the more it's so that refreshing. But I know sometimes I don't need to have it all the time. I need to be careful. But I know there's other teas I can have, but that's the only tea they got so popular and common in this country where me and Mum is. So it's just one of those things really. So that is the whole entire tour of the hotel. I hope you enjoy this. And I made really good friends from the entertainment people, where they're so damn nice and friendly, because I friends them on social media and we got contacts. But don't worry about that, because Mum came in as well, and I've been introducing them to my mum. My mum knows who they are. Everything is all smoothly. So Mum took it in a good way, where she knows they're not strangers. They're entertaining people who want to become friends. And I explained this, so Mum is okay with it and happy with it and everything else. So I will be more cautious, more careful, things like that. So as Mum took it as a really good offensive side, everything is reflexible type of thing. So that's one thing I have learned about teas, and I think there's other things I want to learn about as well. But as well, I've been doing a lot of holiday diaries, what we're up to, things like that. It has been absolutely phenomenal. All the people who work here is so that friendly. They'll all speak Korean, type of thing. So I don't speak their language, so it can be quite difficult to understanding each other, um, type of thing really. So even I speaking a different language, they speak a different language like Korean. So it all depends really. So, but that's one thing I have learned about in this country. And since now I gave you the tour of the hotel, that is what the hotel is, from the outside to the inside. But they have so many sea fronts they got so many sea fronts on different floors, from below to up above. They got so many sea fronts and different sea views that you can actually see. They got different mountains as well. And as I've been all the way round the whole entire thing, it's not that far to the village, because they got so many shops and so many things you can look going into, lots of different restaurants, cafes, shops. They're a really massive village, and it's really, really nice. And we've been there yesterday, so it's been absolutely lovely there. So depends if we go there again. It all depends really. But today is it's one of those days that we're having a spa experience day. So when we do go into the spa, I will show you a tour what this spa looks like from the inside. I can't go in today because it's locked this morning, but you have to book the treatments that you need to have, and they will open in the afternoon when you book them, so that's why it's locked. So that's the only reason why. So thank you. So that's the reason why I can't go in this morning, but I'm happy to see you around this afternoon. So you can have a look what is in there, things like that. So so you can tune in, so I can do that sort of video later on this afternoon, as we only this morning. The weather today, that most weather has been quite mysteriously, because we have few days that it was starting raining to more days having lots of sunshine, that we thought it was going to rain, but then we also thought having lots of sunshine as well. So from starting raining to not raining to sunshine, it's all different mid-climates around in this country, I suppose. So it's just one of those things, really. At the moment, I think that's where Mum is. She's getting cast. You know, the first thing that we did when we were in Manchester Airport, we got charged from putting our suitcases on the sides. We tried hard to measure the sizes of our cases, but it's still far too big, and we didn't get into trouble with it because we didn't know from the start, but we got charged for it. So it's just one of those things in life that if you can't go in, it's just one of those things that you have to pay. So we were kind of a little bit annoyed about it, but we know the reasons why. When you go into a foreign country, they can be quite fussy about different sizes of luggage. So it's just one of those things that me and Mum didn't know from the start. So it's just one of those things, really. Then taxis. Mum's got an idea to have a taxi here, but it took us a very long journey. It's like 40 kilometers away from the airport to the hotel, and we were getting tired so quickly. I had a nap and my mum told her, because Mum's a really good cousin. Mum made me not to take my travel pillow, so that's why we can't treat other things as a pillow type of thing, but I like leaning on my mum. So that's what the journey took us, 40 kilometers away from late at night. We got it at 9:15, so it's just one of those type of journeys that take up a long than ever, and we had to spend all our money on a taxi because it's so that expensive in this country. And that's the other thing I also learned, that sometimes you need to be careful of money, how you spend here. It's um it's it's like going Korean money, euros type of thing. So when it comes to transport and things, it's just one of those sort of things, really. So I would like to see if you've got any tips, or if you've got any hacks or tips or anything that's quite handy would be really, really suitable. But that is what takes us with money, transport, shops, and those sort of things, really. So that's another thing that we also learned about, knowing about the differences in between English money to euros. So it's just one of those things that we have learned about, really. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope I will give you another video soon with the wireless, with the spa thing. And I hope you enjoyed this video, because this is a really good experience. So I just explained about the tour and explained what we have learned about cultures and ingredients to make tea from trees, and transport and money wise, things like that, really. So, it's just one of those things, I suppose. So it's just one of those things, really, I suppose. So that's the whole video, basic. I just showed you what I'm wearing. So I'm not sure what we're going to do the rest of the day. I know there's, as far as experience, anything else that we think of, we're just going with the day flow type of thing. So would be really, really nice. I might give you another video later tonight, because in the dark they glow in the dark type of thing. Yes. So we might do swimming, because Mum loves swimming in the sea. I don't. But I might swim in a swimming pool, as Mum is going to swim in the sea. We might do that later. It all depends on Mum, really. So we're just going to see how the day goes and things like that. So I hope your day has been quite full. So thank you so much for those people watch this video, and I will see you all soon. Bye.